Hello, beautiful master numbers. Welcome back to your reading. I do apologize that all the cards are down, but every once in a while my camera decides to, be that thing that, doesn't want to work properly. It's probably the fact that it's like almost 10 years old now, but hey, I've tried to replace it and they don't make this one anymore. I tried to order a backup one and there's none. So yeah, it's very hard for me to let it go. Probably gonna work it till it dies. So these are the cards that came out for you today. I'm going to try and begin at the beginning. You had the Ace of Cups that came in and the Lovers card that came in. And I think that the two of them together right away when I saw them, the Lovers in reverse and the Ace of Cups, it's about the I and not about the two that you're going to be concentrating on. In other words, as a master number, you have a master kind of roadmap that involves other people. But I feel this week we're going to be concentrating on you and your well-being. The Wheel of Fortune and the Emperor coming in, it's about your personal stability and how the wheel keeps spinning through time. It was very, very, very specific about this being about other people and their personal journeys and how sometimes, especially as a master number, you want to help out. You really do. You want to save somebody from drowning. You want to save somebody from themselves. But it's very hard. And I feel that's what these cards are coming in. This controlling, trying to control the way that people are making bad decisions for themselves. You try to, you see somebody who knows they're going to go into water and they know they're going to drown. So you're sitting there telling people, look, you can bring a flotation device. You can do a different flotation device. You can have a boat. You can learn how to swim. You can, all of this. You can avoid the water, etc., etc. This would be you trying to contribute, trying to help, trying to be of service to certain people, right? Especially as a master number, especially if you're sitting here watching, you know that you're trying to help them, but it's a form of trying to control the situation. The thing is that a lot of people will not take your advice. They want to hear themselves talk, or they just want somebody to agree with them. Yes, I'm going to drown. Yes, you're going to drown. And sometimes they want you to drown with them. They want you to go in and go under. And if you're refusing to do that and you're just kind of trying to get through something or you're trying to help them through, doesn't mean they're going to take your advice. This can be very frustrating. It can give you a feeling of despair, and they really don't want you to feel that way. They don't want you to feel that way. What they want you to do is be in the King of Swords position, to stand on the mountain and take a good look around at the bigger picture. You have to keep in mind that everybody's here for their own journey of wisdom. Sometimes they're meant to trip on their own feet and fall flat on their face. Regardless of if you told them, if you pointed it to them, sometimes they need to experience it for themselves. It's part of life. It's part of that cycle. Okay? Your job is to persevere through it and keep yourself grounded, keep yourself structured and well. And nurture yourself, right? And bring stability to your own life. Sometimes hard to be on the shore and watch somebody going under, especially if you've tried to help them. I don't say that you can't throw a rope at them, but ultimately they're going to have to drag their own butts to shore. You can't do it for them. You can't swim for them. And most certainly I wouldn't suggest you throwing yourself in there so they could drag you under with them. Okay, that's the best kind of thing that I can give you. The Nine of Wands is telling me that you're feeling the crunch of this. This is hard for you. This is a lot of pressure to be under, okay? Because you're determined to help and you feel like you're getting nowhere, and it could get tiring, it can be hard. So here's what Spirit would like you to know in this situation, okay? Keep moving forward one step at a time. Keep moving forward one step at a time. Keep just making your way, okay? Launch what you need to. Make long-term plans. Keep having foresight, keep preparing, and keep being able to lead and inspire whenever you can, because that's important. You don't want to end up saying, well, no matter what I do, it doesn't help. There are some people you are definitely helping. The other part is they're saying don't feel desperate, don't feel desperation. These are all cards of I feel desperations when it comes to that, okay? Because you're thinking, they're saying let that go. It's time to let that go. Don't let it keep you up nights. Don't let it rob you of sleep. You have to remember that people are responsible for their own lives and their own decisions. You can talk to people till they're blue in the face. You can give them the greatest advice. They are the ones who take care of themselves in the end. Okay? Doesn't matter what anybody says to them. So, this part here is regret. They don't want you to live in regret. Life comes with cycles. The wheel keeps spinning. Okay? And regret is probably one of the biggest soul-sucking energy feelings that you can have. Okay? If you've done everything that you can, and it still didn't turn out, or they do it wrong, or whatever, you can't hold on to that too much. Like I said, again, people are responsible for themselves. Okay? And remember this. You can't, the Strength card comes at the end. Remember that when you are working with other people, it's not about turning them in force to go in a direction. It's about letting them know what you know and how they can turn their own life around. Just like this lady in the picture with the lion. She doesn't force him to, you know, bend to her will. He does it because she uses all of her abilities to make him do it, right? I guess it's, some people would say, well, that's a form of manipulation. It isn't. It's like showing somebody the best way or the better way, or the way that can help them in their lives. Now, whether or not they sign up for it, that is up to them. It is not on you. So you have to be strong, courageous, the number 8, infinite, and just keep persevering. Keep being very much the strength, the structure, the stability that you need in your own life in these times. You may need to hear that quite a few times in your life, especially, I do know, I feel the same way when it comes to trying to help people. It's happened to me a few times. I've tried to help people, and sometimes it's worked, and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes even the way I try to help doesn't help anything at all. So all I can say is I did it with the best intentions. I was trying to help, even if it didn't help, and there's nothing much I can do about it. Take responsibility for yourself, but don't beat yourself up with the responsibility stick, okay? Let's just remember that everybody takes care of their own stuff. You can't put people in harmony unless they're willing to do it for themselves as well. This is a cooperation, and if there's only one person trying to make it happen, it's not going to happen. And you have to keep that in your mind. Write it down, repeat it to yourself until you understand this is how it goes. I am sending you a lot of love, light. I know you have great big responsibility in your life, especially if you're here and you're listening to this. You do know there's bigger things for you here. And I'm grateful that you're here. I'm grateful for the work you do. I'm letting you go for now. I'll see you next week. Take care of yourself, Masters. Bye for now.